Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's Bradley Pena now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded just inside the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On first down, Schwartz. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down now, it's Schwartz. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson.
Well, they were unable to make anything.
It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A shotgun handoff now to Miller.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven 1st. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers as they'll match up against the Cleveland Browns. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the one down in Carson, where it'll be the Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for nearly 300 yards already as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Try the jet sweep here. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Schwartz. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. The 20. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And again, it's Ingram. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Operating from the gun, Lawrence, and it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Lawrence. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits create some more natural running lanes. Might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Clark. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down, it's Schwartz. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. 3 down.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And look at this. It's a fake. but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Lindsey.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He finds his target. It's Evans. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. And his first carry, he loses the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Lawrence. He's got Evans. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run here with Edwards. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
50,
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They run the counter. Schwartz. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Schwartz. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he goes out right around the 39. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Schwartz.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw. Lawrence. This is Miller. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Another run by Lindsey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's third down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jackson looking to throw on third. This to Jarwin. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. There's just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Schwartz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's crashing.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And again he finds Clark. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. This is caught. Clark. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Let's go, let's go.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hit it.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Get it.
From the gun, Lawrence. His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Lawrence. Now this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Ingram again. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Jackson now, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's got an open man, Clark. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Lawrence quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught.
Oh, yeah! Ready!
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. The open man is Clark, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Buccaneers.
Draw play. This is Miller. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
30 base.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Back it.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. This one complete to Scott Miller.
Come on, baby. Set, ready? 60 yours. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On first down, Lawrence. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is caught by Evans. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now. It's Schwartz. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Schwartz. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jones. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence dumps it complete to Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's got it complete to Clark. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Underneath for Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get him one closer. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Baltimore, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.